Guys, this one right here sprung up on me, and it was a very interesting article, and it's a very interesting example of why directors and actors need to have chemistry when they're making a movie. And this, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to name this video. I don't know if I'm going to title it uh, something along the lines that has to do with the Batman movie that's coming up, or just naming it something about how actors and directors need to be able to work together. So basically, here in this article, and I'll try to be quick with this one. Whedon has some allegations thrown his way about him just being a pretty much not a good director. The whole crew of the Justice League movie, when he took over after Snyder left, and when his daughter committed suicide, she passed away. Of course, he took over, and apparently that he claims that they asked him to fix it. He thought he could. It says right here, he thought he could. Weed said that before, claiming that the decision to taking over the project was one of the biggest regrets of his life. And you know what? I can tell. In that first Justice League movie, I gave it a chance. I watched it. It was okay, but it just didn't feel like it was the movie it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, it says here, he goes to say on, when he was first brought on, Whedon thought his role would be strictly limited to writing and advising, but soon it became clear that Whedon that they had lost faith in Snyder. Warner Brothers had lost faith in Snyder's vision and wanted him to take full control of the whole DCEU. Well, it says also that a WB representative denied this claim, and Snyder has publicly revealed that he chose to leave Justice League to spend time with his family. That's what we talked about. After becoming the new director of Justice League, Whedon was in charge of 40 days. I heard it was 60 to 80 when they first talked about this, of reshoots, and he admitted that from the start things were tense between him and the stars. Whedon's directorial style was much different than Snyder's, as expected, as he expected the actors to read the lines from as they were written. This was Snyder's style. Snyder wanted the actors to read the lines as they were written, while wait a minute, hold on, I got that backwards. Snyder encouraged a bit more creative freedom, while Josh Whedon, you know how with the first Avengers, how those lines are they just delivered them shits because they had to practice them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, they're talking as a team, so you have to say your line, and then you have to say your line. Don't try to freestyle, because if you do, you're gonna mess him up, and if he laughs, then we're gonna have a problem. You get what I'm saying? That's what it was with Whedon. Snyder, on the other hand, he wanted what Ben Affleck wanted for Batman. Snyder wanted uh, for them to make these characters your own. Put you into these characters. Ben, be Batman. Henry, be Superman. Gail, be Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? He wanted that. And Whedon was like, man, and they was like, man, bro, I can get that. Just think about it. Ben Affleck, award-winning director himself. So amazing job at acting. But stop. Are you serious? You step aside. You know what I'm saying? Gail Gadot, good actor in her own right. She brought Wonder Woman to life. That's the new Wonder Woman. That's it. You couldn't have given if she wouldn't have been able to put what she thought that character needed into it, it wouldn't have came out as good as it did. Superman, come on, bro. Ain't nobody been moving on. It was a problem between directors, and that's my point. You cannot have a director who does not work well with an actor. I know that certain movies may require the expertise of a certain actor, and that's fine. But perhaps you need to think about the director that you're going to have and who that director has the best chemistry with. And it can't just be one person. I know a lot of actors that say it's got to be at least 5 to 10 actors to a director that they enjoy working with and they give the best. Quentin Tarantino got a list of motherfuckers on his damn roster that love working with him because they bring the movies together for him. You understand what I'm saying? And who people may not be Quentin Tarantino fans. If I'm saying, "Oh man, I didn't like From Dusk Till Dawn," or "Man, I really didn't get most of Pulp Fiction," or whatever. Whatever. To each his own. But he worked well with each of those different actors, dozens of different actors, and those movies came out great. Here we have the Batman coming up, as I was talking about, and there were rumors that Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves were clashing on the set and whatever. Do you get where I'm going? You saw Justice League. Justice League's been out. If you hadn't seen 2016's Justice League, go back and watch that shit. That shit is not good if you ain't got an open mind, bro. And then go back and you see what they did with the Snyder cut, and that's what it was intended to be, and you choose which style you would have wanted to work with. You know what I mean? That like it's that's what I'm saying. It's got to be chemistry. If there's no chemistry between director and actor, then the movie is you're gonna show. I don't care what or how much money that y'all put into it or how much money y'all making from it. Once the checks are cut and everybody getting paid and the movie hit theaters and that shit flop, shit, that's just a loss. And they'll never do that shit again. So that's why this is such a big deal. You got all this backlash and talking about how the man was. And of course, if he wanted you to do one thing and he's the director, and you're the actor who can easily be replaced with somebody else. We had somebody else come through here. We just chose you. You know the Hollywood crucial out there. Hollywood is they tell it like it is, and it shows on camera. The man, he was hired to do a job. He did it to the best of his abilities. The actors did what they did. They acted to the best of their abilities. The movie was okay. People watched it. It made some money. So this is just an example of knowing your director and knowing your actors. That needs to be chemistry. That's all I'm saying. And let's just hope that none of this bad chemistry that we heard for the Batman movie that's coming out in March. I'm just saying, let's just hope that none of that was true and they actually had a better relationship than we thought, or as it appeared when they released the Batman footage back at Fandom. So guys, you let me know what you think down below. I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on with this Josh Whedon thing. I found it interesting, and I thought that the dynamic of the art, that the dynamic of the topic could be an example to shitty movie making, man. Save y'all a lot of money if y'all just do what y'all think is right, not what y'all think is best. Like, this motherfucker works well with him. You sure we don't want to get this dude? Nah, we gonna try him, and then they like, man, nah, bro. I ain't listening to him. He a hack. He don't know how to direct movies. You talking about the multi-award winning director right there? Yeah. He don't know how to act, man. You talking about the multi-award winning actor over? You don't need that shit on no movie, dude. Stop. Get out there, build that chemistry, get to know your actors, get to know your directors, work together, produce the best movie you can for people like me, for fans like me, man. That's all I'm saying. So, guys, y'all let me know what you think down below. Again, if you made it this far, appreciate it. Yeah, y'all take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.